I think the biggest thing is as a company, both systems are important. The synchronous side and the ActionCOACH are both important. Individually, I lean towards the ActionCOACH part because I think I have certain things in me that help me be better at the synchronous end. Not that I don't need that. I mean, Rick and I talk a lot. But your side is the side that helps me get those results. Because if I can't talk to my people, there's nobody to do the job the way I need it done. That's why I feel that both systems are important. Rick can come into a company all day long and tell them all the things they need to do. But unless it's making one countertop a day, they're not going to be successful unless they can get the employees buy-in, but also get the employees to want to do the job you're asking them to do. I don't have as much time left in the industry to develop, so I have to develop much faster. If I had these tools 20 years ago, I do not know where I would be today. So my name is Pete Valeri, and I work for a company called Eastern Surfaces. I've been with them for a little over almost 19 years. I started out in the industry building cabinets. I went to a trade school to learn how to build cabinets, and that's where I got my start. I went right from that trade school into basically a cab shop. We did refacing and stuff, but I got introduced to solid surface, and I started working on that with another gentleman and ended up taking that area over. And that's how I got into countertops. I had to work my way up as a installer, templater, and then obviously where I am today. And then obviously, Rick came into the picture, and then Mark and you came into the picture. And
yeah, you have a unique perspective. I mean, you've done so much in the industry. I mean, from making the tops to installing them and everything in between. And then you've moved into management and been successful in management. You've been all over the place, right?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the successes that you've seen both personally and professionally with working with Synchronous Solutions.
The problem that we had with the management that we had, they were all under the owner, Brian. But the problem was there was about 22, maybe 26 managers, and we did not get along. We did not work at all together. Some of us had no rapport at all. So we could not change anything. We could change our area, but we could not unite and change the company. And it grew that way. And then basically at some point, a lot of people gave up and just every day went to work, and whatever went wrong, it would go wrong the next day and the next day and the next day. And nobody was solving issues. Once Rick came into the picture with, I think it was Ed Hill at that time. I did talk to both of them, and I went out to a company called Cutting Edge, who was involved with Rick. And but I didn't know at that point. I just went out there to, look at the place and see what I can learn from them. And I learned a lot, and I saw a lot that really, it felt like if I could just even clone them and make us like that a lot of our problems would go away. Not knowing that Rick and Ed were a part of that. Even though I had a lot of great ideas, I had a personality that was not ideal, maybe for some program like that. I felt I was still open-minded, but I don't know, looking back, if I actually was. As a student, reading and sitting down and doing that stuff, I'm not a big fan of that. But the audios really helped me learn quickly, because the audios helped me hear, and I was able to almost put myself there because somebody was narrating. It was almost felt like I was in the room with my eyes closed. The biggest thing with what helped me develop quickly was when we started doing this with you and Mark, and I had a situation with one of the installers and he called me, and basically, he was going home. He was quitting. But I tried something different, which is I looked at that and said, you know what? We failed. We should have told you what we were doing so that you could have been prepared for the day. That's on me. And, I apologize. Boom. Totally different person. He said, thank you. That's all I needed. I'm going back. He went back and loved doing solid surface. That's the difference, because I don't think he would have been here today. And that's the moment that happened. And from there, I was in.
Yeah, you've been through coaching, you've done your DISC, you've done your Y, you did the management training, and the whole Synchronous Flow implementation. So you've gotten the whole package.
I have. Yep. I have had, and again, I've had the training program. I'm on the second time, and I still am learning, but I'm kind of adapting my own style, I guess you can say. And the biggest thing that I'm learning is you got to really think the words that you're saying and think about how you're doing it, and not reacting and slowing down the way you react to something somebody says. It just takes the one word comes out wrong and it starts going the wrong way. So yeah, that's why I believe that this has to be a continuous relationship, because you can't get all the tools at once. Mark and yourself have different tools, and you're able to negotiate through these things when you're talking to somebody. I cannot do that yet. It's like karate, it's like, you can't learn to be the greatest karate person overnight. You have to go through the belts. You have to learn the techniques. You have to do the training. You have to continuously do training to keep those skills, so to move on to the next. We have to get others involved in this. And that's where I have to try to get them involved, and I have to give them, but I can tell you, they see it in me. So they know something is working. They know that something that I'm learning is changing who I am. Has it changed me to the core? I don't think so. I mean, I think somewhat, but I can tell you the old Pete can come out. Over time, all the little things that we changed start webbing together, and you start seeing things develop that you're like, oh, wait. And that's kind of where we're at now. Things are starting to come together. But the key thing that was changed was creating teams, not individuals. Individuals usually worry about themselves in their areas and nobody else. And when you have a shop that is as big as ours and have different areas, if we're not working together, we're working against each other. And that's where the systems start failing. And the blame, and nobody solves issues. So my main thing was to try to get the guys working together.
Thank you so much, Pete. It was awesome talking with you today. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you. And have a great weekend. Okay.
Thanks. You too.
All right. See you later. All right. Bye.